Hello, Urist. Hey, I'm back. I had to take a couple days off. This weekend was really busy. We're house hunting. Oh no, there's a lot of stuff going on. We're gonna keep it paused. Let's figure out what's going on, right? All right. So we set up exploratory mining. We found some hematite veins, a lot of bituminous coal, or at least one vein of bituminous coal here. And more hematite. Got plenty of coal in here. Magnetite, yeah, that makes sense. We'll probably just mine all this magnetite out, honestly. We'll need it for our iron later on. Colonite for clay and stuff. It's very nice. More magnetite. We had somebody drop their pick because they probably went off to fight the bird wars that are constantly raging above. Um, I'm glad we didn't have to fight those giant bush tits because they looked fast as hell, and that's really not good. Really not a big fan of that. Having that kind of speed. So yeah, there's a lot of like coal and stuff in this level. We're happy to see that. These are nice little setups for like little neighborhood areas as well. Like we have this hospital, so we can build out. We don't even have to mine all this magnetite. We could make rooms out of this. It would still be useful, right? It's not. It doesn't every. Hold on. We don't have to mine out every single bubble completely. You can see like these gypsum colonite bubbles. These have been mined out completely. We don't have to do that with every single like magnetite one we find. We want to do it with a lot of them though, because it'll be useful later on. Um, you do have to replace metal things eventually. Everything wears and tears, and you know it is what it is. We'll get that done. Where's our last bituminous? Okay, so this is the last one we found. We got miners mining. We're good at that. We've got people that are becoming different units. We've got Tiercel Falcon, giant goats, all sorts of stuff. We got cats and dogs growing up, which is nice. We can get some more war dogs and such. Okay, I've taken a little break. I played Dwarf Fortress on my break, on my off-stream setup. The horned beetles kind of are just not great. I mean, in the long run. Unfortunately, the way that their like feasting habits go, they just don't eat enough, and I just could not, for the life of me, at least in the Steam version, get the animal caretakers to actually take care of them. So this person says they have no health problems, which is a lie, because they need sutures all over their body. Um, you got wounds; it's just everywhere. I mean, you're just covered in like deep scratches on the fat, so it sucks. But I mean, you're alive. What do you got going on? You're suturing, okay? You're resting. What's your? You got some left hand skin, fat, and muscle. Need sutures and cleaning and dressing. You're good to go. I unpause it. Didn't want to do that actually. We got a hammer dwarf. Probably hammered this giant goat if I had to guess. They dropped all of their gear as soon as their kill order was done. What do we got? Wild animals. We got an agitated eagle and an agitated peregrine falcon. We've got our animals to trade for. Excellent. Even though I said they're not that great, we're gonna take another shot at them. Maybe the recorded video will crack the code on what makes it so that an animal caretaker will actually caretake the animals. Speaking of caretaking animals, my dog Ruckus is getting very involved today, so if you hear me yelling at him, just ignore it. He's just a silly little boy. Aren't you? Aren't you just a silly little boy? He's a very big dog that tries to climb into my lap. I need to get like a bigger gamer chair to have him. Where are the merchants? They're at the base. Excellent. We're happy about that. Uh, so our last trade. Oh, we set up our iron flask and everything already. Okay. Maybe we were just ahead of the game. That's right. We also set up our bolts. So our trader needs to get to the depot. Our trader definitely needs to get to the depot. And Ruckus, you need to back up. You need to go lay down. I'm sorry, buddy. You're getting too involved. You're pushing me around. I can't have it. We're doing very serious business meetings. Actually conducting the meeting, which is a little annoying, but that's fine. Okay, Ruckus, you gotta back up. It's too much. You're too strong. You're spinning me around. Go find your bone. You got your bones. Go find your bones to play with. Okay, they're coming to trade. We have a petition. Let's check that out. Oh, combat. I don't know what the new combat is. Let's check on our creatures. There's a fox. Probably not fighting the fox. There was an eagle. This falcon's too far away and it's injured. So, what do I think happened? I mean, there is an eagle left lower leg here. So let's check through the combat history real quick. We want to find an eagle in here. An eagle is fighting. Lots of stuff going on. Tumbling. An artery. The farmer punches the agitated eagle in the neck with the left hand, and the injured part is smashed to the body and unrecommended. Yeah, I mean, that'll do it. That surely is a dead eagle. You can absolutely live in floor slip to eradicate monsters. Like my dog, who's growling, and you probably heard that. He's a maniac sometimes, but it's all right. All right, so a couple things I want to get done. I do want to put a chest in here so they can. I'll put that one in there. It's just so they can store like other instruments that we do end up getting. We've already moved all of our good stuff. We want to keep these bolts. Any bone bolts we're just going to keep just because we can use them. We're making wood bolts. I mean, you could sell these copper arrows just to get rid of them, but honestly, it would be better off if maybe we melted them. I honestly don't know how melting stuff works. It is a mystery. Did we already trade? These are our iron flasks. Have I lost my mind? We have already traded. So, I mean, what's mine now? It's the wood? Basically the wood, right? Yeah. Just looking at it. Oh, no. I honestly don't remember. We had a copper cage there as well. I just don't remember. I guess we only traded for wood. Oh, we traded a big surplus to get in more migrants. Roxy, that's enough. We're going nuts, both of you. I got two big dogs. They fight a lot. I'm sorry in advance. Sometimes I just can't stop them. It's we share like one room until I get this house that I'm trying to find. So they just get a little loud. That's honestly like what was stopping me from not streaming, from recording the last couple days. They've just been very between the house hunting and dealing with the dogs, man. It's just a bit much. You know, sometimes you just got to take those breaks where you can get them. All right, so it's mid-autumn. I don't think we've received a migrant wave. No, we haven't. We just have so many monster hunters that can't actually get down into the cavern. If I remember correctly. Yeah, we dug this weird staircase down to a cavern. We covered it up with a bridge, and we should be safe from any like creatures that come into this cavern. I know there's cave spiders. So we're gonna have silk, which is cool. We love silk. There's just a lot of vermin remains that are down here. Eventually, we'll be able to make a trapper to capture some of these spiders and set up like our own safe spider gathering area. Unfortunately, that takes a lot of time. I'm just trying to see where our lowest point is, because I really don't see many. All right, here's like the only entrance to this cavern that we can see. And there's one over here as well. I'm not too worried about this. We want to get our, like, I want to get at least 50 dwarves before we start, like, hardcore training our military up. Mainly because we'd have to very specifically set them up to train. Is this Falcon still here? What the hell's going on? I mean, it is. Anyways. Oh, we got all of our coffins to build as well. Man. I can't imagine. I just want to use closest material. I can't imagine how folks play games like Boat Murdered and such. Mainly because, like, I barely know what's going on save to save in my own game. I also listened back to some of my episodes and realized that the music was just a bit too loud, so I've turned it down a little. I hope it balances correctly. I like sound stuff. I like doing sound design things, but I don't always understand it. I'll be honest with you. Oh, we had our dwarves that were trying to pump this. They were drowning a lot. Um, they've got a nice little area that is going to be the start of our indoor pasture, at least for this level. We've got our farm set up. That's right. That's right. We've already got a good little crop coming in. Um, you're planting. That's excellent. Everybody's gonna harvest, so children will come and harvest, and other dwarves will also come and harvest. We'll be happy. Good. I want to make this just a little bigger so they can walk a little further away from that. It just feels dangerous having them walk so close without anything in the way. Yeah, you know what? Bim, come kill some monsters somehow. Not a one of yous has actually gone to kill any monsters yet. We have been constantly attacked by giant crows and the like. What we can do to maybe solve that is put a meeting area outside. Because the monsters tend to either go into the caverns or go to meeting areas. And I really don't want to put a meeting area outside because then my dwarves and other animals will be running around outside too. And it's just a whole deal. It's a whole unfortunate deal. All right, petitions. Yeah, you know what? Ono? Paddle Beast? Come on, buddy. It's a fox. Somebody deal with that fox, please. Yeah, really all we're doing is... we're in survival mode until more dwarves come in. This is our little office for our manager. We're making iron wheelbarrows. Please tell me. Wheelbarrows? I say barrels all the time, but I know it's not right. We have satisfied. Amount of iron wheelbarrows available is less than 10. Satisfied for next check. Excellent. Each one of our stone stockpiles, I'm going to double check. We have 5 wheelbarrows set up for it. Yep. This is a limonite, I believe. Yeah. So we haven't found much limonite. We've got a lot of hematite here, which is evident there. Magnetite. Just double. Whoop. Fox and the Horn Cave Beetle are fighting. Fox has been knocked unconscious. How did they... Is it dead? I mean, it's not on here anymore. The best spot to check, I guess, is down in here? No. Oh, no. It's very confusing because normally when you go to the spot, it would at least be there if it's unconscious, but I guess it got knocked unconscious and then ran away. Some rotten cheese up here. Did I ever set this to forbid corpses? Okay, good. We don't want corpses going to the refuse pile because they automatically, disintegrate. We do want corpses kind of coming here. So we basically removed the men... the men from our thing. But Angels of Thunder? I mean, if you kill an Angel of Thunder, you gotta chop that bad boy up and eat it. There ain't no way. There's no way we're not killing a giant Angel of Thunder. Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. No, do it again. You're actually doing it. What are you going to butcher? A mangled fox corpse? An agitated Wolverine mangled corpse? Oh my god, we're actually getting meats and stuff. Some of these mangled corpses have been giving us nothing. Or damp stone, that's okay. You got a slip in right there, so we can rejoin up there. But this looks like it's going to be one big aquifer here. Which is okay, that's fine. Eventually, if we really want the materials, we can dig through the aquifer and just let the water kind of drain out. Great Horned Owl, are you going to die to my beetle? Yeah, you're puking all over the place. You're nauseous. I mean, we can't see what wounds it has because it's not one of ours. Petitions. Again set? Sure, buddy. I'm letting all these in. We gotta check these a little better. The human pikemen, okay. The the bowmans are the ones we really don't want because, I mean, generally speaking, even the crossbow ones, they don't use their crossbow. They don't shoot anything. They just have crossbows and then bash them to death with things sometimes. Some more swordsmans. Agitated, Great Horned Owl. Everybody's kind of ignoring it. I mean, we could activate the kill squad if we wanted to, but honestly, right now, it's not that big of a deal. I do want to check store labor, standing orders, claim forbid used ammunition during sieges. That's important. We want any ammunition that is usable to continue being usable. We got tons of wood out here. I'm happy to see it. So what I want to do now, I want to make sure we get everything. So we're going down to our lowest level that we can, which I didn't even do. So I'm going to unforbid like that. And we're going to go up and do the opposite. Unforbid everything up into the sky. There we go. Now we got all of our foes. Luck. Hold on. I just said this. We want to check you out. So what do you got going on, Luck? Vengeful and joining an existing. Stray hunting. The edge-shade greenhorn owl latched on. Stray hunting dog breaks the grip of the edge-shade. Let's made it sick. Horned cave beetles. Hold on. Did our cave beetles grow up? What the hell? We had some babies. They did. Yo. That's wonderful. That is very good. Okay, so we now have a breeding population of these beetles, which is troubling. Yeah, you can join. Did I deny you? I didn't. Thank God. Some migrants have arrived. We got a goat. Let's watch them. The goat. Probably not the first migrant. Yeah, they're zipping by. What we're looking for are pretty much literally anything. Dwarven children are a great labor force for hauling and things. Just something that I've relearned from playing off stream. All right, that was it. I mean, you know what? I'm not going to complain. I can't complain. There's no complaining. Excellent. So we have a bone carver who is an adequate miner. I want to check you out because you're legendary. What do you got going on? You're a legendary bone carver. You're 20 years old. Creator of New Arrival. So you've already had your strange mood. And you're a legendary bone carver. Honestly, we kind of want to keep you as a bone carver. You should be making all of our bone stuff. So we want to set up a labor. Add. Need to find bone crafting, bone carving. Done. We're going to name that the Bone Lords. You are both legendary bone carvers, so you can both do this. I really only want you gathering, carving bones. Hey, knock it off. They're just bones. I'm just talking about bones in the game. They're my dogs. They just knock shit over. They make so much noise. They're little goobers. Giant goobers. They weigh like 80 pounds each. Anyways, so we want only the select to do this. And when you're not carving bones, you got to be picking up. You got to be harvesting. And when you're not carving bones, I want you to, Ruckus, you just gotta, you're okay, you're not bad, you're just annoying sometimes. He might be hot, yeah, we'll run the air conditioner in a little bit here, and we're almost done with this episode. So we got our Bone Lords. It's these two. They're legendary bone carvers, they gotta be making our bone bolts. We'll set up like totem jobs too, so we can have like nice tradable totems. But when you're not doing that, when you aren't carving bones, I wish you could set like You know, in RimWorld it has like, hey, do this, and then once you don't have any of that, do this. I wish we could set it like that for Dwarf Fortress. But that level of min-maxing is a little too much even for me. But when you aren't honestly, when you're not bone carving, you can just do whatever the hell you want. You're fine. You create a new arrival. You can't be mad at that. A fish dissector. It's all you do, and it's one of the most useless skills. So, I've learned to use this more when I'm checking through these. I really want. What do we honestly? What do we even need at this point? We've got our helpers in, but we don't know what we need help with. It's a travesty. Um, well, let's see. So we don't have armorers. So let's set up an armorer. We'll make that fish dissector one of our first armorers. So, like with all my metalsmithing, I want them to have furnace operating and armoring. I don't have that already, right? Okay, don't. Done. Rename this. Armorers. Find our fish dissector. Good to go. So we have a spinner. We want you to be... what do our ranchers do again? Our ranchers do... they're only animal training and only animal care. Okay. That is valid. You are an animal caretaker. I want you to start caretaking animals only. I want you to have a partner, and that can be this peasant, Irush. I want you to only take care of animals. And we're doing this because we're going to set up our underground pasture. And if we have people that are only taking care of animals, they should feed the damn animals. The menus for animal caretaking are not super intuitive right now, which is sad. So we can assign a trainer. Oh, because we set it up like this, only these two are selectable. Okay, I've accidentally made these more intuitive, which I love. So we have hunting dogs we want to assign to some of our hunters, which honestly I can't remember off the top of my head, so we're not going to do that. Anyway, let's get this set up so that all of our animals are being taken care of properly. I want to train... so we want to train up war dogs. We'll do 1, 2, buckle, my shoe. Let's make sure they're all set to war train. Just because we want some nice gate guards and all that. And we want to make sure they're both getting like a decent amount of experience, right? Before they even begin handling the horned cave beetles. A little bit of practice on the dogs, not too bad. So I do want to train the males to be war. I do not want to train the females to be doing anything. So Aiden, you can take care of this stray horned cave beetle. Who do I have taking? Aiden is also taking care of that one. Okay, so I don't want Aiden to take care. I'm going to switch that over to Irush. I'm going to make sure they each have a dedicated handler that should provide for them. And here we want to restart this. Idun, Irush, Aiden, Irush. Okay. So, I mean, you got a little extra there, but that's fine. And then this last one, war train it and set it to be Aiden. There we go. And as our last act here, we want to set up our nest boxes near this. Okay. So we're going to set this up now. It's going to be our underground pasture. So far, we only have fungus growing here, so we want to limit that movement of animals to this area. I mean, we've got mud all over the place, so we want to do it where all the mud is. Just kind of do it up like this. And I'm leaving this space up here blank, because that's where I'm going to put my nest boxes. We also want to, I'm going to erase down here. Ooh, we got to do it like this. I forgot. So we're just going to erase that so they're not getting into any of the fields or anything. I don't think they'll do anything, but I'm always paranoid that walking over plants or something is going to kill them. And last but not least, we're going to assign all of our beetles down here. They all have trainers. They should all be fed appropriately. The fungus should grow with enough. Oh, we got a little baby one too. The fungus should grow with enough speed to keep all of these beetles fed at the very least. The mod maker says they need like, what was it, 7x7, but I don't think that was quite accurate. So let's just build these out like this, just until we run out of space. I think we had more in this box than I thought. Okay, that's fine. And yeah, that's where I'm going to leave you on this episode, and I will be back in no time at all, because we're going to record multiples today, so we're ahead of the game next time. So hey, like and subscribe if you want to see more. Like and subscribe if you want to see less. Also, like and subscribe if you want to become a dwarf and live in this muddy room and drown in this pit. All right, I'll see you in the next fortress.